In continuation to the explanation of God's judgment, we are still uploading part 2 of God's judgment. As we explained earlier, before now, that God's judgment is the final judgment. Now let's see the book of Revelation rather, chapter 20, verse 20 to verse 13. And the sea gave up the dead which were in it, and death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them, and they were judged every man according to their works, and death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. What is it trying to tell us? What does that imply? That the sea will give up the ghosts. They will bring out the dead. Those people that died in the sea, they will come up to face the warrant. Those who have died and buried, they will come up. They will resurrect to face the warrant. They will face the warrant, or we must surely face the warrant. That is the final judgment. Now, as a man died, a woman died, they will be taken to hell, and hell is the temporal place of torment, and hell is awaiting trial. They are just in hell awaiting trial. If it is in human judgment, they take them to cell or in the prison awaiting trial before they will sentence them, or they will convict them, before they will now go finally to serve as a prisoner. So hell is a temporal place for sinners. Then after the final judgment, the Bible said they will be thrown into the lake of fire, which burneth with brimstone. That is the final judgment. That is the final death. That is the second death. And the final punishment. Even those judges that judge people and sentence them to death or sentence them to prison, those advocates, those human judge or human advocate, it is them who were not righteous, who judge wrongly, who judge evil. It is then they will now come up to face the warrant, face the final judgment. They face the final judge. The final judge will judge them and throw them to the bottomless, throw them to the lake of fire, which burneth with the brimstone, which is the second death. The first death is the one that flesh died and buried. Then the soul taken to hell, that the first death. Then when the soul will face the judgment and be thrown into the lake of fire, which burns with brimstone, it is now called the second death. Then the second death is the one that the soul will suffer. The first death is the one that the flesh bears. So what we're talking about, it is God that had the final judgment, the final say. And that is why it is very important for human beings to be very cognizant and very careful to face the warrant, to face the final judge. The earthly judge will judge you. It does not have weight. That is why in the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 18, he said, "Fear not them that kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but fear him that kill the body and the soul into hell." As I just read previously. So human being will only judge based on appearance, based on the flesh. But the man that has the final judgment, put the soul, the spirit, and the body, to destroy them, it is God. So we should be careful and beware of platitudinous and pendrosity, and also God's judgment. We should be very careful and cognizant about God's judgment. So based on this fact, we are saying, if you have any question, or you need clarification, or you are not convinced, you can give us a direct information through our DM, or give us a direct message. We are very much obliged to answer your questions, because this is a school of thoughts. Remain blessed.